Bijan Robinson, the supremely talented running back prospect, goes in the top 10 after so many questions of where would he end up. Now, we've got to react with us, the host of Believe in Falcons, Will McFadden. Well, I got to say, I love Bijan Robinson. I love the scheme fit for him to go to the Atlanta Falcons because of how much they run the football. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't rush for 1,200 to 13, maybe even 1,500 rushing yards, something ridiculous, and be in contention as one of the best running backs in the NFL early on. But I'm a little iffy on this just for the reason that as a Giants fan, watching Saquon for the first few years of his career, him do all of that for no wins, and then to see a team like the Falcons who are in a little bit better of a situation, but they're not necessarily, I feel, in a win-now mode. I know you might disagree with me, but your thoughts on them going Bijan Robinson over some of their other needs?
Well, I hear your Giants, comparison, but what I would say is that I think Arthur Smith is to running backs in the run game what Brian Daboll is to quarterbacks, and what he was able to do with Daniel Jones is I think why a lot of people consider him a great coach and are excited about this Giants offense, but getting somebody of a Derrick Henry type talent, not the same type of player, but that level of ability, putting him back with Arthur Smith, who worked with Derrick Henry and got the best years out of Derrick Henry. I mean, I'm so in love with this because I just, from a football nerd perspective, can't wait to see what one of the most creative play callers and frankly offensive designers in the game does with not only Bijan, but adding him to an offense with Tyler Algier already in place, who set a Falcons franchise rookie rushing record as a day 3 pick. So now you put
it's going to get broken.
It's going to be somebody, putting Bijan in there. It's going to be insane. Like, I think offensive rookie of the year, like, I don't know what the bets are going to be coming out of this, but I have to imagine Bijan is going to be right there at the top.
So look, first off, let me just say from the bottom of my heart as a Saints fan, who dat? Okay. That's first and foremost. I will be a little honest. I thought that they would go Jalen Carter. I mean, I think it's a little high for a running back personally. But as a Saints fan, you get a little worried now, right? Like you got weapons. Can Desmond Ridder be a thing? We'll have to wait and see on that part. I just don't know if I would have taken Bijan over Jalen Carter in that perspective, but that's just me. But when you turn on Bijan's tape, he's the best back, one of the best athletes in it. So
it's hard to get like a good sense on this because it's like a great football player, but like at the same time, it's it's such a hard pick to like get excited about. But I am excited about it.
No question. I mean, you took the words out of my mouth. That's all I can say about that.
I mean, I know a lot of people here in Atlanta certainly wanted Jalen Carter right down the road from Athens, and in a lot of ways,
he's good that he's getting out too.
Yeah, he's still the most talented player in a lot of ways in this draft. It's just off-field questions, I guess, is scaring teams a little bit more than maybe we thought, although, it remains to be seen just how far exactly he will slide. I think that the Falcons certainly look at talent. They go with best player available, and I think that that's, again, value aside. Like, I'm sure they explored trade-down opportunities. They've said that they would. At that point, given the player still on the board, you could look at need, but I think they just said, we're going to add another quality player to our offense. We took Kyle Pitts, who was considered arguably the most talented player offensively in that draft. Drake London, not the same type of level, but another good, explosive type of athlete, especially with the ball in his hands. And now you have Bijan Robinson. So they're kind of building defensively through free agency, and they're drafting on offense. And again, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, excited to see what happens here with the Atlanta Falcons. And look, again, if this guy wins Offensive Rookie of the Year and he has a crazy rushing total, do not be surprised. He landed in the perfect situation for a star running back and the best running back in the class. Make sure you go and check out Believe in Falcons on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts. Will, appreciate your time, and we'll see what happens with the Falcons for the rest of this draft class.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.